My most hated video is about Ethiopian Airlines, so let's take another look at them. As Africa's largest and arguably most successful airline, the people of Ethiopia take huge pride in their flag carrier, something I experienced firsthand in the comments under that video. Back then, I uploaded a video about my flight from Addis Ababa to Nairobi with Ethiopian Airlines. But in this video, I'm finally showing you the first part, the flight from Doha to Addis Ababa. From the center of Doha, we make use of the city's new metro system. It was created under the consultancy of Germany's public railway company DB and came operational in time for the 2022/2023 FIFA World Cup. Apparently letting people off the train before entering it isn't a thing here, even though the service seems only lightly used. Turns out in a city built by petro-billionaires, not too many people use public transport. Who would have thought? Still, the service is clean and affordable and takes you straight to Doha Hamad International Airport. So we are on the way from the metro station to the terminal right now. We still don't know what time our train leaves, plane leaves, since the time on the ticket and on the website is different. It was scheduled at 1:15 a.m. Now on the website it says 3:15 a.m. But we just checked in online and on the ticket it says 1:15 a.m. Luckily we are early enough to catch both versions, so we hope we can make it. Hamad International Airport is Qatar's biggest, smallest and only international airport. It handles over 50 million passengers each year. That's about 50 million more than the city's old airport nearby, which is now closed. Hamad is also the home of Qatar Airways, the national airline which connects the Gulf state to more than 90 countries around the world. Alongside Qatar Airways, Hamad International is served by a diverse mix of over 50 airlines. Among them are some rather unique carriers, including Badr Airlines and Turk Aviation from Sudan, Ariana Afghan and Kam Air from Afghanistan, Somon Air from Tajikistan, as well as Syrian Air and Iran Air, the flag carriers of Syria and Iran. The first thing you see after passport control is this huge teddy bear, which not only children from all over the world seem to be terrified of, but me too. This piece was created by Swiss artist Urs Fischer, and as much as I would like to defend this fever dream turned real, it makes me feel quite uneasy. Obviously there is a reason I make travel videos and not art critics, because this yellow thread to mental serenity was bought for nearly $7 million by the Qatari royal family. Rumor has it that this mutated nursery craft was intended as a gift for the princess, but she either didn't like it, which again I fully relate to, or didn't have room for it. For this reason, this fluffy liver failure with a lamb stuck in its head was placed here in the middle of the grand lobby of Hamad International Airport, where it haunts terrified passengers like me. As we're still unsure what time our Ethiopian Airlines flight to Addis Ababa leaves, a delay of an hour is announced, followed by a delay of another hour. So despite the massive queue, we decide to make use of my priority pass and hit the Al Mahal lounge. As the departure time finally approaches, we set off for the gate where our Ethiopian Airlines flight ET433 will soon be boarding. The Ethiopian flag carrier connects Doha 3 times a week with Addis Ababa, the Ethiopian capital and home of the airline. Addis Ababa has become a major hub for African aviation, and with over 130 destinations on 5 continents, there are only 3 airlines out there that fly to more countries than Ethiopian Airlines. At the time of recording, the 787 Dreamliner is less than 2 years old and looks way better than the 777 on the second flight from Addis Ababa to Nairobi. The seat feels comfortable and the legroom too offers more than average. Although boarding proves to be rather chaotic, the flight attendants manage to keep everything under control and prevent our 2-hour delay from getting any longer until we are finally pushed back from the gate. We've basically got everything you could wish for on an economy class flight, including a pillow, a blanket, headphones and an in-flight entertainment system with a decent selection of content. A bit into the flight, our midnight snack is served, which, while not really my taste, comes neatly packed and is totally enough for the duration of the flight. Now in this video I try to give Ethiopian Airlines some justice, as the experience on the second flight, which I shared in a previous video, wasn't great. And on that note, there's something I've been meaning to get off my chest. It wasn't my intention to attack the country or anyone personally, and maybe I didn't make that clear enough, but in my opinion it becomes a real problem when any kind of criticism is seen as having an agenda, because how can things ever improve if no one is allowed to question the status quo? But I admit I was way too harsh with my title and thumbnail, and my video was too negative. So of course people are upset. I mean, if I criticize, then I have to accept that I will be criticized, no question. And I think most viewers who have been around for a while know that I have no problem with that, and that I don't take myself too seriously too. If you think my video sucks, feel free to express that, and you can also call me a liar or a liar 200 times if you think the clips of the desolate cabin are fake, or tell me I'm jealous not to be born in Ethiopia, or I'm doing a hedge speech. And as you know, I usually don't delete comments, but a line is crossed when there are personal threats against me or my wife, and there have been and still regularly are because of this video. But maybe that's just part of the game. I said in that video that I have nothing against Ethiopia, and I actually would love to explore the country one day, but the amount of hate I received was so disgusting and unlike everything I've ever experienced, and it made me realize that I'm probably not welcome. Anyway, sometime after I posted the video, I actually received a message from Ethiopian Airlines. I'm still not sure whether it was meant as a constructive exchange or more of a threat. They said they wanted to discuss a few issues. I replied and said I'd be happy to talk, but never heard back. I even followed up, but got no response. I don't know what that was about. Maybe you just saw my subscriber count and realized I'm not relevant enough. So in the end, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get my bribe from them, and therefore I won't deliver a highly polished PR piece. But at least now you're getting something real and authentic, which is pretty rare on YouTube these days. But back to the flight. After a short nap, we are already approaching the destination of this flight. With 11 million passengers per year, Bole International Airport is the third largest airport on the entire African continent, just behind Cairo and Johannesburg. Its rapid growth in the past has been remarkable, and it continues. By 2029, the airport's capacity is expected to reach 60 million, a fivefold increase, making it the busiest airport in Africa. Ethiopian Airlines is the owner of the airport, which allows the government to coordinate the expansion of the airline as well as the airport in a strategy that is both ambitious and quite unique in the African aviation landscape. As my personal experience perfectly illustrates, you can have very different flights with the same carrier, so one flight is rarely enough to get a full picture. And I learned that the hard way. But Ethiopian Airlines definitely has potential, and it seems as if the airline is undergoing a major change. They are expanding, investing, and aim to reach higher. But feel free to decide for yourself what you make of it. If you're curious about special airlines, take a look at my video about Air Premia, a so-called hybrid airline. I hope this video shows that I'm not paid by supporters or haters. I'm just sharing my experience. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon.